Hello, my lovelies. Okay, so I'm gonna do something a little different today because although I am a spiritual being, I would not be the spiritual being I am today without a lot of help with modern therapies and some certain aspects of modern medicines. Okay, so with that, I wanted to share a couple tools that have really helped me over the last couple years with being able to heal a lot of my traumas, with being able to be a more grounded person, to help with my disassociation, to help with, like, I was diagnosed with BPD 3.5 years ago, and I was told I was incurable and I was unhealable, but let me tell you what, with these tools, because this is the only kind of therapy that has ever worked for me, and I've tried them all, I've actually been able to do quite a bit of healing to the point where it doesn't control my life anymore. I'm in control. And I feel like it would be very wrong and very selfish of me to not share these things with other people. So in the sake of mental health, let's do this in our moo. That being said, the first thing I want to share with you guys is an acronym called the Dear Man. Okay, so this is an interpersonal effectiveness skill, meaning this is something that you can use as a tool to really help you if you have a hard time with effectively communicating your emotions in a way that ultimately doesn't end up in either you feeling burnt out or the other person feeling burnt out. Okay, so step number 1 in this acronym is going to be the D, which means describe the situation without judgment. Stick to the facts. Okay, what happened versus what's the story you're telling yourself. Okay, your emotions are valid, but let's stick to just the facts for a second. Okay. E, express your feelings about the situation using I statements. Okay, so if I were talking to you and I came at you with you did this and you did that and blah 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 blah, you would feel attacked. Whereas if I said I feel this way when this happens, or I feel this way when you do this, you're going to hear it or be a little more open to receiving it, okay? And vice versa. It's okay for you to ask for others to speak in this way or to teach other people this way of speaking, okay? A, assert yourself by stating what you want or need or saying no clearly, okay? You are allowed to set boundaries. Boundaries go both ways. They're how far you're willing to let someone in and how far you're willing to go. If you are not comfortable and the situation or the conversation has taken a turn that you need to step away from, that is okay. Assert your boundaries, assert what you're comfortable with, and walk away or continue if you need to. Okay? Now, this one is important, okay? Reinforce or reward the other person if they respond well. Now, I don't mean necessarily like sit there and praise them if they respond well, especially if we're, in the beginning stages of like relearning how to talk and communicate with somebody or trying to heal a communication error within a dynamic, okay? But what this is saying is reinforce that you are positively open to more communication by a gentle smile, or at least not withholding the positive emotions or the negative emotions that you're feeling, okay? Like, be honest and authentic and reinforce what it is that you're actually there to say. Don't harbor or hold your emotions or sit there and focus necessarily on what you're going to say. Listen, but reinforce with where you're at, okay? Now, be mindful. Keep your focus on what you want. Don't get distracted by the other issues, okay? This is where I would say journaling is a huge factor, okay? I have filled 2 big journals. And I don't mean the pretty kind of journaling where you're like, oh, yay, today I did this. Today I felt this. Oh, this was sad. No, I mean the F you, F this, F that sucked. I don't like this. I don't like that. I feel crazy. I don't know what's going on. Get it out so that when you have the moment to speak to somebody, you can leave the emotions in the journal, read back over them, get the logical aspects of it out, and hand it to that person with the I statements, with the assertiveness, with the reinforcement, with describing the situation without all of the emotion, okay? It's your job to validate your emotions. It's not anybody else's job to do that. But if you still need that validation from other people, this is how you can get it, okay? Get it out, give it to them logically, okay? Now, that also helps you reinforce and validate yourself to then lead to the second A, which is appear confident, good eye contact, positive, confident voice. I know it's easier said than done, But the way that you speak about and for yourself is going to mirror the energy of the conversation to the other person, okay? So we're not going to scream, we're not going to yell. It's okay if we cry, it's okay if we're having a little bit of a hard time, but do your best to sit up straight and believe that what you say is important, and that if you feel that way, the other person will too. And if they don't, that you have my permission and yours as well to walk away, okay? The final N is for negotiate. Be open to negotiation and ask for the other person's input. This is where it also is a mirror, okay? You have to be willing to hear the other person's side and the hard parts of the conversation if you actually want the other person to also be as willing and open, okay? I hope that this has helped you so much, okay? The second one I want to lead you to is one of my favorites. It's called the HALT acronym. So this is a distress tolerance skill. This is something that you can utilize as a tool when you are ruminating, pacing, having self-destructive thoughts, thinking of doing something that you know necessarily wouldn't be beneficial to the situation at hand, whether it's exploding, sending a text, to partaking in a certain substance, or doing a certain thing that you may not want to do, okay? You are perfectly fine and human and beautiful for having those triggers, but let's take a look at these first to see if there's something else we can do before that could maybe postpone or prevent that, okay? So number 1, H, are you hungry? When was the last time you ate or drank water? What could you eat right now that would make you feel better? Even if it's just emotionally for the moment, okay? Try to eat some more meals, maybe set a timer on your phone. It's okay to have fun little snacks and give yourself a treat. Also, it's okay if you have like sensory issues and you have a hard time with certain foods. It's okay to eat the same thing or find a sensory safe food or add, things to your water if plain water is not doable for you, okay? Secondly, ask yourself if you're angry. What might be driving this anger? Are you stressed? Are you tired? Are you overwhelmed? Are you feeling resentful? Are you feeling betrayed? This goes back to the journaling, okay? Let's find a coping skill. This is where emotions are energy in motion. They come into your body with energy, okay? So we need to put them back into energy and in motion to get them out of our body, whether this is running, kicking, screaming, crying, taking a shower, journaling aggressively, lifting weights, going for a walk, whatever it is. It's okay to get it out. Okay, go get some fresh air, move your body, do some yoga. Are you feeling lonely? When was the last time you socialized or gave yourself permission to put yourself out there without feeling like a burden? What can you do to remind yourself that you are the glimmer in someone else's day the same way that you find glimmers in other people, okay? Call somebody, or get online, find a group chat. You can also reach out and message me. My inbox is always open, okay? Again, the journaling can be a great place to do that. You can also look to, different spiritual practices, or look on Facebook, look for different social groups. So maybe you don't have to necessarily see anybody if that's too much pressure, and you can just go find a new hobby, okay? Are you tired? How many hours of sleep did you get? And have you noticed that when you push yourself constantly to burnout, that's why you want to cry all the time, okay? It's okay to take a nap. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to say no when your body needs to rest. It's okay to take a step back and say, I need to take care of me right now, okay? Go take a shower. Go eat the food you want to eat. Go rest, go turn on a movie, give yourself permission without shame. That is the key here, without shame, to go do the things that you want and need to do for you to feel better, okay? One last acronym, okay? This is only a 10-minute video. I promise you can also hold down and hit the playback speed to times 2x to make it go faster. Okay, and then the wise mind is where it all comes together, okay? This is the difference between your emotional mind, your rational mind, and your wise mind. Your rational mind is going to control the past experiences, your logical research, statistics, things that have happened over and over and over again from your life. You can pull from those experiences, okay? And then you have the emotional side of those things. All of your feelings are valid. Your anger, your rage, your sadness, it shows you where there's been injustices. But we can't let either or lead the party the whole way, okay? We've got to step into our intuitive knowing, synthesizing between emotional and rational mind, and knowing that we have got this, we can handle this, and we can pull from past experiences without projecting them into our future. Okay, I love you guys oh so very much. If you have any other questions or you would like to know more about dialectical behavioral therapy, please leave your comments please leave your questions in the comments below. I love you so much. Have a great day.